Hello and welcome to Diplomatic Community. Insider news for the people by the people. If you like our video, please smash that like button and subscribe to our channel for more awesome videos. Today, we will go over some details on how some internal mistake at the CIA led some of its spies to die in China. At least 30 spies died because of the mistake. A firewall used by the CIA to communicate with its spies in China compromised their identities and contributed to their executions by the Chinese government, several current and former intelligence officials told Foreign Policy magazine in a report published August 15, 2018. In a two-year period starting in 2010, Chinese officials began accurately identifying spies working for the U.S. Chinese authorities rounded up the suspects and executed or imprisoned them before their handlers were able to determine what was going on. "You could tell the Chinese weren't guessing," one of the U.S. officials said in the report. "The Ministry of State Security were always pulling in the right people. When things started going bad, they went bad fast." U.S. intelligence officials cited in the report are now placing the lion's share of the blame on what one official called a F-up communications system used between spies and their handlers. This internet-based system, brought over from operations in the Middle East, was taken to China under the assumption that it could not be breached and made the CIA invincible, Foreign Policy reported. Additionally, it migrated to countries with sophisticated counterintelligence operations, like China, an official said. "The attitude was that we've got this, we're untouchable." Intelligence officers and their sources were able to communicate with each other using ordinary laptops or desktop computers connected to the Internet, marking a stark departure from some of the more traditional methods of covert communication. This throwaway encrypted program, which was assumed to be untraceable and separate from the CIA's main communication line, was reportedly used for new spies as a safety measure in case they double-crossed the agency. Unbeknownst to the CIA, however, this system could be used to connect with mainstream CIA communications, used by fully vetted CIA sources. According to the report, the vulnerability would have even allowed Chinese intelligence agencies to deduce it was being used by the U.S. government. The Chinese set up a task force to break into the throwaway system, Foreign Policy said, but it was unclear how they ultimately identified people. The consequences for this breach were grim. About 30 spies were reportedly executed, though some intelligence officials told Foreign Policy that 30 was a low estimate. The U.S. officials were reportedly shell-shocked by the speed and accuracy of Chinese counterintelligence, and rescue operations were organized to evacuate their sources.